Hello, my name is Graham Walker, and here I am at the Sheffield Arena with the Yorkshire Cosplay Con festival organisers. So, wow, what a great event you've got down here. I mean, can you just tell me? Can you just tell me what's happening?
Well, at the minute we've got some Disney songs going off on stage, as you can probably hear. We've got loads of stalls behind us, as you can see there's lots of people here. We've got international special guests like Jason Page, J. Michael Tate, Lauren Lander and Brandon McGuinness. We've got local authors, Greg Hallam and Nat Robinson, local actor Paul Redfern, and then we've got loads of other cosplay guests. We've got an interactive stage further down the way, lots of free-to-play video games, and just loads and loads of costume characters here.
Well, John, just remind people, what is Yorkshire Cosplay? What is cosplay? What's it all about?
Cosplay is the art of dressing up in a costume, basically. It could be anything from your favourite character that you've seen on TV, a video game character that you wanted to emulate, or it could even be a character that you just wanted to make up yourself.
Yeah, well, I've got people here saying, I walked past a couple of stormtroopers earlier on today. That doesn't happen every day down at the arena, does it?
No, it doesn't, but as well as stormtroopers, we have got some of the Sith Lords in here, like Darth Vader, Darth Maul, and even some of the video game ones, like even Darth Revan.
Well, we're gonna go down and we're gonna have a look at that, and you're gonna show us around it. Now, we might lose connection because obviously we're shooting off 4G. We're in the middle of the arena. But what I wanted to do before we did that, just to get the message across to everybody, I mean, look, I just want to show people this. This is just spectacular. There's a massive turnout, and I'm glad to see that actually that everybody's taking the advice of the police and the emergency services, and that's to come out and have a good time and enjoy yourself. We've had an horrendous couple of weeks, and I guess, you know, Yorkshire cosplay brings its own problems, doesn't it? I mean, in one sense, you've got people wanting to bring and arm themselves up like their characters. So what's the advice to people wanting to come down?
Make sure that your props look like props and not real. We have had some actual police officers walking around the venue, and they have actually been having selfies with the costumers that are there.
Fantastic.
And some of the regular attendees have just been having selfies with them. So they're here to keep us safe, and they're having a good time at the same time.
Yeah.
So, but if you whatever you're bringing, make sure it's at an absolute minimum, only what you need. Bags need to be small or carrier bags, and if you are bringing props for guns and swords and knives, things like that, make sure that they look fake. Fantasy weapons and things like that are usually okay, and then if they're made of foam and plastic, that's usually okay too.
Yeah, okay. Now, if people do want to come down here, just remind us, this is today, Saturday, but people can actually come down here and they can actually not just see this today, but you're here all day tomorrow as well. So the times, can you just remind us what the times are?
It's 11 AM until 6 PM, and we have got a completely different set for stage and interactive stage. And then all the traders and all the artists, they're all coming back tomorrow as well.
So that's 11 AM until 6 PM. That's both today, Saturday, and tomorrow, Sunday. And people who've not been down here before and seen this is not just about coming dressed in costume. In fact, you don't have to come dressed in costume.
No, it's about pop culture. It's about showing your appreciation for pop culture. Having a look at the costumes, having a look at the props that are there, like the TARDIS and the Batpod and Bat Signal that we've got, things like that. Just having photos with them, just hanging out and seeing the unusual stalls that we've got here. We've actually got about 60 new stalls here that have never been to an event before. We've managed to find, and they're all here. They're all loving it. It's like a lot of different unique geeky items. There's lots and lots of things going off all day.
Okay, and if people want to come down, they don't have to go out and buy an expensive item. You can make your own, but we're going to see some. Hopefully, we're going to go down in a minute and have a look. Some of these costumes, they cost a fortune, don't they?
They do. Some people have put so much effort into making them, and then a lot of people have just put so much money into buying them.
Yeah. And how many people do you reckon you're going to have over the weekend?
To be honest, I don't think I could count them.
Yeah, but if we get a full house, I mean, last year I think you remember you've still got some tickets available.
Yeah, we've still got some tickets available. You've got 5,000 per day max capacity, so... Yeah,
and you're going to be pushing those numbers?
Yes, we have got a few left for Sunday, so...
Yeah, so it's an amazing achievement, and like I say, it's great to see people coming out and enjoying themselves. So look, I'll tell you what, John, best experience is to actually go around for a quick look round. So
a little tour.
Can we go round and you could probably give us a bit of a guided tour and tell us what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Right, come on then, let's have a look. I'm hoping, folks, that we retain the signal, but when we get on the arena floor, it might be that we lose the 4G connection. But let's get down here. So I'm with John Higson at present. This guy who's in front of me is the organiser of the event, and this is Yorkshire Cosplay Con here at Sheffield Arena. in Yorkshire, the heart of England. So come on, everybody can get here, not just people from Sheffield but throughout Yorkshire and the rest of the country. So as you can see, as we come down onto the floor, which is often used down here, not just for great concerts but also great ice hockey matches, it's been absolutely transformed into I think you've got about something like 200 stalls here today?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We've got some backdrops there that have been provided by Action Hero parties, providing some really good Star Wars scenes to take a photo against, and as you can see we've got the Star Wars characters there.
Yeah.
And then over at this side, behind us, we have some lovely cinema-style things that have been provided to us by Cineworld.
Fantastic.
With the minions.
So let's just go have a look at some of these great costumes then. Look at this. Now then, young man, where are you from? Oh, fantastic. What do you do normally on a Saturday afternoon?
Cinema Yorkshire.
And who are you today?
Alright, not too bad.
Yeah, and who are you today?
I mean, mixture of all sorts. Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right,
The next one as well.
thanks very much. All right, let's just have a look around here. As you can see, we've got a Star Wars backdrop there. So what's that, John? We've got a bit of a Star Wars backdrop going off there.
They've been provided by Action Hero parties. They've brought them in to our people that photo opportunities with them and provide the Star Wars scenes.
And what we're looking at over here then, John?
These are all cinema displays. What have been in cinemas recently? For the upcoming films, like we've got the Justice League banner.
New film yet to come out.
And then we've also got the display for Despicable Me 3 with the minions.
Oh yeah. And then the Wonder Woman, the new movie that's just out now, isn't it? And then as you come down here, as we can see, can you just explain then what's actually going off down here?
Well, this is a Cineworld display where they're giving away, I don't know what they're actually doing, they're trying to promote their films. I think they're selling popcorn and doing some competitions to win tickets.
Yeah. And then as we come down here then, I think there's...
the help desk, we've got some of our volunteers that are helping people out.
So if you want to know what's coming down, and we've also got some signage back here as well, saying all the different things that are happening over the 2 days, which is great. And just looking at that, you've got cosplay workshops. You've got some stars of screen as well that are here. Who's it? Jason Page and various people. People have done a lot of voiceover work in a lot of these.
Well, Jason Page has done a lot of singing, and he does a lot of backing singing. He's worked with some big names. Then we've also got like YouTubers and things like that. So then we've got like different variety of traders. This is a local one from Barnsley, and she does these really high-priced wigs. You want to get her on the camera, and she ships internationally. She's really well known in the cosplay community for selling really high quality wigs. Her name's Black Candy Alternate Fashion.
So if you haven't got the costume, we could actually almost bite while you're here and step into it.
The next store, they're selling all sorts of furry items, furry tails, furry ears. So if you want to become a furry character like a fox or something.
Yeah, I don't know what my wife would say if I just turn up with one of these things on, but hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Anything goes here, John, doesn't it?
As you can see here, we've got a couple of Transformers walking our way.
Wow, let's just have a look at these. So are these made or bought costumes then?
I believe these are made. You're live on Facebook.
Wow, what great! So great photo opportunities down here as well. Here we go, look, another Transformer. I don't know whether I'm scared or if I'm quite excited about this. What homemade shields? So you know, you've not got to actually go out and buy some of the kit. You can actually make some of your own as well. And as we look round again, things. It's not just about the superheroes. It's anime and
anime and manga. This store here is Miyamada. They've actually been kind enough to sponsor some of our competitions and some of the charity prizes with donations to their T-shirts and some of their comic books and things like that. So yeah, these are one of our...
And how far will people travel to this event then?
Oh, they travel from all over the country. We've even got people coming from Ireland. In the past, I've known that we've sold tickets in France and Germany, so they do travel from far and wide.
And it's like I say, I thought I was going to turn up here and it was all going to be about Batman and Superman, but I mean, there is something for everybody.
There's something for everybody. You've got like your Lolita fashions, you've got your furries, you've got your Hulkbuster Iron Man, you've got Batman, you've got your video games, you've got your Deadpool fans. You've even got someone promoting their paintball range.
Oh yeah, so it's like saying anything that's actually in this realm is represented quite well down here, isn't it?
Yes, there is literally something for anyone. Like I said, we've got Saw Thumb Retro Games here, who's probably one of the biggest traders in retro games that we've got, and he's also got like the Pokemon stuff and things like that as well.
Pokemon, it's still huge, isn't it?
It is massive. With Pokemon Go really brought it back in with the mobile game, but the games have always been there and they've been massive.
I don't suppose people are playing Pokemon Go down here by any chance?
I've not spotted any yet, because you kind of have to keep watching where you're going, but...
Well, you don't have to look for the virtual reality Pokemons, they're all over the place, aren't they? And we've got the kids involved as well, this is great, isn't it?
The kids love it. We're all big kids at heart, so everybody's loving it, so...
Hello there. I think we met you down at Cineworld, didn't we? Yeah, yeah. Have you been out of the suit since? Or no? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so well, obviously I'm just taking a walk around Yorkshire Cosplay Con here, just looking at all the fantastic stalls, and actually being marvelled by the fantastic costumes. Something's just caught my eye down here. We'll have a wander down here. This looks my friends, the superheroes, isn't it, from Chesterfield? Oh, hang on a minute, we've got something else first.
These guys are Patriot Games. These are from Sheffield. They've got a store in Sheffield, and they do all sorts of role-playing card games. They do their own tournaments, and even today they're doing some demos for us just behind you, just over there, where they'll be teaching people how to play certain games.
Wow. Okay, so if people want to come down and actually play it, I've got games there, and it's not just electronic games, is it?
It's other things as well. Games. These guys will teach you how to play them.
Yeah, and if you come down here, look. Now these are friends of ours. I think these are the superheroes from Chesterfield.
Yeah, yes.
And these characters are just stunning. Just look at this. There's a photo opportunity everywhere you look down here, isn't there? Now then, there's a gentleman here that I think I recognise.
How are you?
I'm fine. You're live on the Stars Facebook page.
Hello.
How are you?
Everybody. How are you doing?
We're doing really well. I've just come down to marvel at some of the fantastic things you've got down here. Come on. So listen, just tell the big world who you are and what you're doing down here.
My name's Paul Brady, and I'm from the Superheroes, and we raise money.
You do a lot of charity work.
Yeah, we're raising money for Ashgate Hospice today.
So let's just see the rattle the can. Let me just see who we're doing it for. It's for Ashgate Hospice, fine charity.
Chesterfield in Derbyshire.
Yeah.
The reason why we started doing it is because Ashgate Hospice looked after my dad just before he passed away.
Yeah, well, the places we wish didn't exist, but we're really grateful that they do.
Exactly. If it weren't for them guys, I don't know.
And being down here today, then you're always bringing some spectacle. People have met you down at Cineworld quite a few times, and you've been and you've been here before as well. So can you just take us, just show us what you're showing here today? Some of the stuff.
So today we're debuting, and bear in mind this is the only one in the world. People might tell you different, but it isn't. This is the only one in the world.
Go on, what of what? What are you showing me?
This is the Batpod.
The Batpod?
Yeah, from Batman.
Wow.
From Batman Begins, but it's totally made out of wood. That's why it's the only one in the world. Yeah. This isn't metal, this isn't steel, this is all made out of wood.
Oh, and the tyre and everything.
Even the tyres, look, watch this.
Well, yeah.
That's wood.
Yeah. This is amazing. So, who's made this, and how long has it taken to make this then?
This took, roughly speaking, 796 hours to make.
Oh. It sounds like you've counted every one.
Yeah, every hour's been counted. In fact, it's been a real love. It's really been
and I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the bat signal as well.
We've got Batman here. We've got the bat signal that is called Batman.
Yeah. And is this made of wood as well then?
This is totally wood, yeah, apart from the perspex.
Yeah.
But this is all wood as well.
Yeah. Well, great photo props, and as ever, you never disappoint us, you never let us down. So when are we going to see you next?
Next we are... Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. All day tomorrow.
So just to remind people, we're at Yorkshire Cosplay Con, and this is at the Sheffield Arena. Right here in the heart of Yorkshire, and it's going to be here for 2 days, all day Saturday and Sunday.
Honestly, there's loads and loads of different characters coming today and tomorrow. Different characters tomorrow. You've got Iron Patriot, you've got Batman, you've got a stage show tomorrow. With all different characters.
I've got to ask, isn't there anything better you'd rather be doing than this on a Saturday afternoon?
I love this.
I know you were going to say that.
Wouldn't?
Just tell me, you're a big kid, aren't you?
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be dressed up in a superhero costume?
I love it.
And making people smile. Have you seen Wonder Woman and Hellboy?
Let's have a look down here. We've just had a look. Yeah, let's just have a look. Hello guys, you're live on the Star Facebook live stream. Hiya, how are you? You having a good time? Yeah, what a great costume. Is this all homemade or have you bought this?
All made from bottom up, basically, by me, yeah.
Yeah, wow. How long did it take to make something like that?
It took me about 2 weeks to make it, but then I'll spend a year rebuilding it over and over again.
And whereabouts are you from?
We're from near Leeds.
Right, okay. And why come? Why spend your Saturday afternoon doing this?
We meet like-minded people that share the same fandoms. We get to make everyone smile to visit us with their family. And it's lovely to see all the children.
It's fantastic, and it's great for the charity work you do as well, so thanks a lot for that. So thanks for coming down. Hellboy, I don't know whether to run away or to be admired by what you've got here. Wow, amazing costume. Just amazing costume. Right, now I am getting a little bit scared. I'm on my way. All right, thanks for your time, guys. Thank you. Thanks very much. Right, John, are we going to have a bit more of a look round?
You're right, mate.
Right, come on, let's find his way through the crowds down here. Right.
We have actually got a TARDIS that was built by the same people who built the one that's used in the current series.
Wow, so we've actually got, this is a big Doctor Who exhibition aspect here, is it then, John?
It is, yeah, we've got quite a large Doctor Who aspect. We've got Mini Matt Smith, the YouTuber here, and his parents and everything have brought him down, as well as the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Live on Facebook on TARDIS papers.
And we've actually got the TARDIS here. In fact, it looks like there's a Vulcan making a phone call now. I don't say that very often down at the arena. This is great. Obviously, Star Wars has got a big presence down here always, hasn't it?
Star Wars, I think, is one of the things that kind of started the genre off with people cosplaying and things, because as far as I can remember, there's always been people that like to dress up like that.
Well, just looking here, look, John, we could spend an hour down here, couldn't we, just walking round and not actually doing much more than taking pictures. I mean, it's a great opportunity if people want to come down and get selfies.
It's brilliant. But if you look on this side, as well as the TARDIS, we have also got the enemy of Doctor Who, the Daleks.
I don't suppose they're not real Daleks, they're not going to start exterminating men.
They have been walking around, but
have they?
We've managed to spot the weapons out.
Fantastic. This is just
here we have another one of our demonstration tables. This has been run by Last Bastion, and these are showing you how to paint like your detailed models, and then they're also teaching you how to play like your Star Wars tabletop games and Magic the Gathering.
Okay. Yeah, so when we were talking about how you had games down here, I was thinking computer games, John, but it's not, is it?
We've got both. We have over on the other side of the arena, we have a huge free-to-play video game area where we have everything from video game arcades to retro games like back from the NES, all the way up to some of the current stuff like the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. Yeah. If you look just over this side, we have another Star Wars prop that someone's built, and it's one of the cannons from Empire Strikes Back.
So, and people can just freely come down here and grab
down
pictures.
And have a photo, yeah. It looks amazing.
It's fantastic. Now, I think
we have one of the girls that's like, we'll call her our resident furry expert, and as you can see, she's actually built this, and that's actually one of the Pokemon from one of the newer games. That is Sarawak. And
she's actually built this?
Yeah,
this is a costume, is it?
Yeah, she can actually climb in that and walk around.
Wow.
And she's also been showing people about different bits.
And then,
she's in one of her costumes now, but she's just taking a break for a minute because it's too hot.
And I'm just looking here, John, before we go past it, you've actually got some talks down here as well.
Yeah, we've got a panel. If you
just peer around and just see what's happening.
This is Jason Page. This is the guy that sang the original Pokemon theme song. He's also worked with huge bands like Aerosmith, and he's worked with Michael Jackson. And on the 30th anniversary tour, he actually sang the Black and White rap at Madison Square Garden. He's a really, really talented man.
Shall we just have a listen just for a couple of seconds?
Doing characters and things like that, you imitate things, and you build a reel of you imitating things. You can record on anything. You can record on your phone with a good microphone now. So, and edit that reel together and just share it online, and use those. There's different apps and different ways that you can spread this, but imitation is the best way to learn and expand your voice and your ideas and what you want to do. And you try to. It's like working out at the gym to imitate all of these characters, and I make most of my most of my jobs have, they're not the same thing. They always want something different. There's a different need for every different product. So that's how I keep myself broad and growing as a voice artist.
Yeah, so what we got there, and who is that again then, John?
That one, it's Jason Page.
Right.
He sang the original Pokemon theme song, I Want to Be the Very Best.
And fascinatingly there, we're giving an insight into the working in the industry and actually doing voiceovers. And
it's like a personal panel, because it's in a small room, it's like a more intimate panel. We have the Bender costume here. That balloon is actually a costume what someone was walking around in earlier.
Well, you've got to be careful you don't go too near that with the pin then.
Yeah, no high fives with pins.
So that's a costume made out of balloons?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing, here we go as well, yeah.
We've got comic book artists down here. We've got Sam Johnson who does his own Geek Girl series.
Hi Sam. And you're a comic book artist?
Comic writer, I'm a creator writer, Geek Girl. Geek Girl's a popular college chick, plans super tech classes, and a super powers, but also next to super cuts.
So you're here actually selling comics, but also signing them, pictures and all the rest of it. Great, excellent. Right, well, and you're here both days? Possibly. All right, well, get yourself down here today. You want to meet this guy? Got lots of others down here. Before I just, John, I just want to get you back in front of the camera just to remind people what we're doing down here. This is John Higson. He's the co-organiser of Yorkshire Cosplay Con down at Sheffield Arena on Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. And as we've seen down here, some fantastic costumes. There's some amazing stalls. We've got some talks going on. We've met the Daleks. We've seen families that are dressed up. Yeah, if we just turn around here, look, we just see. It really is a day out for all the family. It literally is, isn't it? I couldn't say it any better, really. And of course, we've got the Star Wars characters. My favourites, I think.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
And everybody's willing to stop and pause for pictures as well.
Yeah, of course. All it is, it's just a matter of asking people permission, and most of them will say, yeah, sure. We've got one of our guys there who was in the charity leg waxing.
Well, I'm not kind of sure what to make of that.
I was dressed like that earlier.
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask. Go on, what's your name?
My name's Jack.
And where are you from, Jack?
I'm from Sheffield.
And do you normally dress in Sheffield like that?
Mad Saturday night, that's all I'm going to say. It's a mad Saturday night, I couldn't be bothered to go home and get...
Well, it's a mad Saturday afternoon down here at Sheffield Arena. It's amazing. So we got...
This is Kelsey Ellison. She used to be from Barnsley, but now she's moved to London.
Yeah.
I know, she's a Barnsley lass.
Well, you're talking to a Barnsley guy here, so we're almost neighbours, aren't we? So tell me then, tell me your full name.
Kelsey Ellison.
And what are you doing down here, Kelsey?
I make music. I performed at Yorkshire Cosplay Con for about 4 years now, but now I'm on a new venture. I'm in a band, so I have 2 more members. And we make music that's inspired by K-pop and new K-pop.
You couldn't give us a little demonstration, a little song or something, could you? I know I'm putting you on the spot, but we've only got, I don't know, about 50,000 people watching this. Would you be able to do that down at the arena?
Well, we've just come out with a music video about 4 days ago. Like it was our debut song. It's called Ponytail, and it's all about swinging your ponytail. It's a bit of a crazy song, and the dance move is basically...
Could you give us a blast of it?
You just swing your ponytail, so it's just like, swing my ponytail, swing my ponytail, swing my ponytail.
All right, this is going to get a number 1, isn't it?
Fingers crossed.
All right, okay. Well, listen, people can come down, meet the rest of the band.
Yeah,
and
We're making balloons because we're...
Do you want to just introduce me to them, who they are?
Yeah, this is...
Hi guys, you're on the Star Facebook Live page.
Oh hi, I'm just sitting at...
Caught you mid-mouth eating something, haven't you? You're in a pop band?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do they call you again?
We're called KO, yeah.
Right,
Like
yeah.
this.
And you've just done that big song, Swing the Ponytail.
Yes.
I didn't know about that. All right, well listen, good luck with it.
Thank you very much.
So we've got pop stars down here.
This is something I want to bring your attention to. This guy here, he's from Manchester, and he's actually pointed on the Manchester B onto his arm, and he's getting people to sign it for the love and respect of everybody and everyone that was at Manchester.
Oh, great, well done,
He's
well
about
done,
7
guys.
foot tall, and when he's got that on, he's even taller.
Oh, well done. And you've obviously had you've had quite a big response as well. People are signing that, showing their respect, and standing shoulder to shoulder with you guys as well. John, I just need to ask you and just remind people that obviously it's been a terrible week or two And obviously people coming down here with weapons.
Yeah.
It's part of the dressing up, isn't it?
Yeah,
so what's the advice? That there are certain things they can't bring this
If
time.
you are bringing down a prop that's going to be a weapon of any kind, if it's a gun, a sword, a bat or a knife, it needs to look fake. If it's a fantasy sword or a fantasy gun what looks completely out of this world and no in hell it's going to be realistic, then that's what you need to bring down.
Yeah. But obviously, if you've got something, if you want to bring your lightsaber or something, you ain't got a problem there.
No,
have you?
no, they're not real.
So look, we're coming up to the
YouTuber here from Team Forster.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing alright, thanks.
You're on Facebook Live, on the Stars Facebook Live stream. Can you just tell us what you're doing down here?
Basically, I've just come down for the weekend just to sell my YouTube channel as well as Team 4-Star.
Wow.
So basically, we've just been here selling some merch and then just doing a panel later on over there.
So just tell me, I mean, interesting, we're on Facebook Live just now. I mean, do you think that's going to kind of become as big as doing YouTubing?
Yeah, absolutely, because the likes of Periscope and Meerkat open the door to actual like streaming live for most people, and now YouTube's getting in on that. Facebook is now just taking that thing to a whole other level. So yeah, it's a big opportunity.
So how many subscribers have you got?
I personally have 180,000.
Wow.
But my YouTube group that I'm with is about 2.6 million.
Wow. That's an awful lot of people that you're touching. And what are your subject? What's your matter? What do you talk about?
We actually do a parody of Dragon Ball Z called Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And we've been doing that for about 9 years now.
Okay.
And lately on my channel I've been doing discussions about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So talking about the show, what things that are involved. Yeah.
So if people want to have a look at that, just remind them how can they find you on YouTube?
You can find me on Masterco X there, or Masterco Extreme, all one word. Or you can look up the Dragon Ball Z Abridged at Team 4-Star.
Alright, well that's great. Well thanks very much. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people coming down here. So John, we're coming down to an area now where there are a lot of signers. So can you just looking down the table, could you just give us a quick resume of who's here and what they do?
First we have Paul Redfern, he's been in Harry Potter. He's a lovely man.
He's a local guy?
He is, he's local, he's from Doncaster.
Well, so we're going to say hello to him.
Yeah. He's been in fantastic.
Hi Paul, my name is Graham Walker. I'm on from the Star. We're on live on our Facebook page.
Wonderful.
So you're talking to about 50,000 people at present, and I just like you to tell them a little bit about what you're doing down here.
Okay, I come every year. I'm from the film Deathly Hallows, and I was one of the dark magicians in the Weasley wedding scenes, and also the current fantastic beasts and where to find them. Sort of productions I've done since last year.
And you've obviously, I'm just going to show people, you've got some of your wares down here. So these are some stills and various things from some of the great films that you've been in, like you've been telling us a Fantastic Beast. That must have been an awesome film to make.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I guess with the green screen technology, you were just as surprised yourself when you saw the end result, weren't you?
Well, what we did, we filmed the scene in St James's Hall in Liverpool, and then we took the entire scene to Leavesden, Warner Brothers Studios, recreated the entire scene for the Senator Shaw re-election dinner, and green screened it and popped in all the obscurities.
Oh, amazing. And I mean, obviously you come to a lot of festivals, you go all over the world, I guess, but how does this compare right here in Sheffield in your own backyard?
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I love this one, and Kitty has me to this one every year, and I love it. I love the people. I see a lot of the same faces that I saw last year, and they come back to see me again. It's just nice to see these people, and fairly local to me.
I can see you've got an Harry Potter wand in your hand there.
Everywhere.
Is that goes with you? Right.
It's not what you do with it, but it's the magic in the stick.
Well, if you could make one magic wish today, what might that be?
That I'm here again next year.
Oh, I'm sure you will be.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you. We'll speak to you again soon. All right, thanks a lot. Right, who else have we got down here then, John?
Here is Nat Robinson, he's a local horror author.
Hi Nat, Graham Walker here from the Star newspaper. You're on live on our Facebook Live page. We're just showing people around what they can do, what they can expect. So you're a local horror author. Where are you from?
Scunthorpe.
Oh, fantastic. And can I just show people some of your books, some of the things that you've done down here? And so what, you're down here just meeting fans and signing books? And
meeting old fans, hopefully making some new ones. Yeah, I write horror, sort of Stephen King mixed Roald Dahl. It's the quiet taste, but people enjoy it, people come back for more.
And what do you make of the festival?
It's good, I love it, yeah. Good mix, good crowd. It's always fun.
And it's local?
Yeah, local,
Yeah, all right, okay.
Lots of things to see.
All right, and are you going to be here both days, are you?
No, I'm not here tomorrow.
All right, well, all right, guys. If you want to get down and see Nathan Robinson, you got to get down here today, Saturday. He closes at 6 o'clock. John.
6 o'clock today.
All right, Nathan. Thanks for your time.
Cheers,
thank you. Yeah, and as we just
here we have one of our international guests. This is Lauren Lander.
Hello, Lauren. You're live on the Star Facebook page. We're just showing people around here and what they can experience when they come down. Obviously, you've travelled quite a distance. Where have you come from?
I come from Los Angeles, California.
Now, you've not come from Los Angeles just for this in Sheffield, sure?
I have, actually.
Wow.
Specifically for this event.
And worth the trip?
Yes, absolutely. Everybody here is lovely, especially John. John's been a huge help. We have a bunch of really cool, awesome guests here. It's a big crowd. It's a good crowd today, actually.
Can you just remind people what you've been in, what you've done, and what you've been doing down here?
Well, I'm a voice actress from LA, as I was saying, and I've done animes and video games, and I've played voices such as Annie Leonhardt from Attack on Titan, Merlin.
So this is some of these characters. So these are some of the characters that you've actually voiced.
Oh, these are
all of
them. Well, not all of them, but the characters. Yeah, some of the characters that I've voiced. Yes.
Yeah. And how did you get into that business? What advice would you give to anybody wanting to do that?
Well,
move to LA.
Well, I would definitely suggest being an actor, or definitely start being an actor. And theater really can train you for so much. So if you are interested in any sort of acting in general, I wouldn't say voice acting in particular. I would say if you want to be an actor in general, that just comes along with the territory. But really start off with theater. Theater really can help you a great deal. And it helps train you for everything. So if you are interested in that, that's what I suggest.
Yeah, as you know, over here in Manchester and Sheffield, we've had a really bad week or two. But the advice is come out and enjoy yourself, stand up to it, and let's have a good time. I mean, would you echo that?
Absolutely. I think wherever you live, whatever country you live in, there's always going to be a tragedy that strikes when we least expect it. But it's in those moments where we all really need to be strong, and we need to get through those moments and learn that life is full of happiness and sadness and pain, but we need to grow strong from that, and we need to enjoy life as much as we can.
All right, well listen, thank you for your time. I know you've got people wanting to see you, but thanks for giving us a little bit of your time. Thanks, that's great. So if you want to come down and see Lauren, she's down here and she'll be all weekend. We've got some more signers as well. Hello, the amazing Brandon McGuinness, how are you? I'm very good, Brandon. Brandon, can you tell us where you're from and what you're doing here today?
Oh, I'm from Dallas. I'm a voice actor. I'm in a couple shows up there, a few things.
Oh, I get that. So you must be in demand around the world. Do you go to these kind of festivals everywhere?
Yeah, we've been to a couple places. We were in Ireland a few months ago, and we do a bunch of locations in the States. Obviously, only English speaking, right?
Yeah. And how's Sheffield? How are you making it? How are the fans? What are the fans like here?
They're so nice. They're really polite and so sweet, and a lot of passionate fans. I've been surprised. There are a lot of fans that know really small roles or just little shows that I've done in the past where I thought, oh, well, this is a really small role. But a lot of people have come up to me and said, wow, this character meant so much to me. Like, I can't believe what happened to this. Can you believe this character did this to the character you voiced? And I think, wow, that's...
They sometimes know more than you do about the characters, I guess. But in terms of, obviously, we've been for a quick look around. It looks an amazing event. But why should people come down if they've never been to anything like this before? What's the appeal and why should they come?
It's amazing to see what everyone... I love the cosplay. Really, I have the best seat in the house, I feel, because I get to watch all the people go by and see all the different things that people have put together. Like we saw a full Star Wars Stormtrooper Brigade come through. We've seen...
It's not every day that you get to see that. Not in Sheffield, anyway.
So definitely come down and see it, yeah.
All right, Brandon, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. As you can see as well, this is what's happening down where people are bringing their memorabilia, they're getting it signed, I think you can actually buy memorabilia here. Obviously,
they actually have their own things. I mean, some of the stores out there will be selling like the merchandise, like the statues, the DVDs, what they're in, things like that.
Or if you've got something that's precious to you, bring it down, get it signed.
If you've got the DVD yourself, or if you've got like a statue of the character that he plays, you can see them sign. You can get them to sign it, and it could mean that much more.
Yeah. And photos as well?
Yeah, do selfies. They've got professional photo booths just at certain times a little bit further up.
I have been to a lot of events like this where you have to pay for all the pictures. Now, if you pay for it, you get a really professional picture. It's worth having. But a lot of these guys seem to be posing for pictures as well.
They do it with selfies with people. Yeah. So
okay, so if we go just a bit further down, then John, they've actually got a stage at the bottom. Can you just can you introduce us to that?
Jason Page would be here, but he's doing the interview at the moment.
All right. Yeah, and then down here, this is where you've got a bit of a photo booth, so people can actually have
We'll get the
professional pictures done here. Yeah. And can they pick them up straight away, John? Is that?
They can usually pick them up on the day. Yes, I don't know how long it takes them to get them printed, but they usually can print them on the day. Yeah.
And also, if people have come in great costume and just want their own pictures doing, they can do that as well.
At the moment, we actually have a Jedi Academy going on stage.
So what's this? A Jedi?
Jedi Academy for the kids where they get the chance.
Let's just go have a quick look at this one. So this is a stage area on the side of the arena. And
what are you doing? Can I borrow that hat for 1 second? No, I think it looks way better on you, I'm afraid. Maybe it'll help. Are you ready? Shoulder! Shoulder! Leg! Leg! Spin round! Into the belly! Force push! Push it back! I thought you were going to high-five him on the head then. So, quick give it a applause, guys! That's it. Quick jump in, Kylo, get a photograph. That's it. Quick photo. Did we get one?
So you can actually have your own Star Wars fight with a big audience down here as well.
Oh, we got a little girl.
Here we have some more of the characters.
Are you ready?
Right, this looks like the Wolfman, but I hope he's going to let me through. Hi, Big Bad Wolf, can I get past you, please? Can I just come past, please? Thank you. Yeah, so John, thanks for the quick guided tour. Obviously we could spend
not everything. We have got things going off all around the concourse as well. There's artists, there's Lego building workshops, there's other workshops where you can make like bath bombs and candles and things, so there is still so much more to see.
And in truth, I think we've only actually seen maybe about a quarter of the stalls as well, haven't we?
That many, you just can't get.
That guy will not get out of the way, he just loves the camera, doesn't he?
Loves the camera.
Alright John, so just remind people again, if you do want to come down here, where is it, what is it, how long are you going to be here?
Yorkshire Cosplay Con 2017, it's a Sheffield Arena. We're here today until 6, and then we're back again tomorrow, which is Sunday, from 11 AM to 6 PM. Tickets are still available for Sunday, but I think it's just the last few that's remaining.
Alright John, well listen, many thanks for your time. I hope you've all enjoyed that, folks, as much as I have. I don't know whether I'm going to go out and put my Spider-Man outfit on now. Do you think I should do that, John?
I think you should, yeah.
Alright, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Alright, so this is Graham Walker signing off on the Stars Facebook page. Thanks for watching. Please share it, please like it, please tell your friends about this fantastic event. And you will be back next year, John?
Yeah, we should definitely be back next year.
We got a date yet?
Not yet, no, but we probably need a rest from organising this one, and then we'll be straight back on it.
Alright, John, thank you for your time.
No worries, thank you.
Bye-bye.